like if we look into the latest tries of revolutions, let's put it this way, the latest is AI. The prior one was Meta's attempt with VR and they're all, virtual worlds and whatnot. Both of these attempts actually push us away from that human connection. Because that
I 100% agree.
VR thing, I mean, that was really crazy because it implied that you would be meeting people virtually. And we have to make people meet more physically than virtually. We already meet virtually. So definitely we are going astray from that human connection. I don't know why. It has been the case, I believe, for quite a few years now. And we are progressing so much. We are doing crazy things. We are, as you also said, we are the most connected society, but we are also the most lonely society. And yeah, maybe we have to go back into our roots. Maybe we have to think more, more simply. We have to value more simplicity. We have to value those things that were so important back then, and somehow I believe we also lost the perception of how valuable they were. But yeah, circling back to our discussion, if you were running an event right now, how would you maybe use AI to augment the experience? How would you use it to add leverage and to make more a successful event?
It really depends on what you want to achieve with your event. If you really want to ask me what I want to do with, let's say, PIRATE Night, because I'm actually running that and I'm, let's say, really the one finally deciding what it's going to be like, I would not use AI much. I would also say, hey, I don't want an event app or something like that. Just no, you are here to connect. We're all too much on our digital devices. I would want to create a space where you can actually deeply connect with others, meaningfully connect. And so I would say, basically, you can leave your devices at the door. No, of course, I want a few pictures for social media afterwards, right? But basically, the good events are those where you don't look on your digital device, where you just forget. So that would be, let's say, a KPI.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to an event or if I organize an event, then I want people to actually connect and not be on their device and, I don't know, read social media or do their emails or so, because then it shows that something is not really right at the event. You are distracting yourself with something else. So that's the digital question. That was not the AI question, but I'll try to go to de-digitalize, if you will, the event experience. That doesn't mean that I wouldn't stream content. I absolutely would. Why? Because then you can, others that cannot come, they can be integrated somehow. You have content for later, etc. So it's not against digital. I'm just trying to create a room where connection can really, really flourish. And we all know that a digital device in between is not enhancing the connection, but is more like a barrier between people. And it's actually, putting more distance in between people. That's how I certainly experience it. And AI is a tremendous help in everything with regard to organizing. So if you think about communication, etc., of course, it makes a lot of sense to have AI check it. I would not have AI write it, but I would have AI check it. I would always write it yourself, because it needs to be, in my events, it needs to feel like a human has actually written it. We are still in that time. Will it be different in 2 years? I don't know. Might be, right? Then maybe the AI will also be imperfect and just fake humans and make mistakes and write in all small letters or something like that, and just do things on a purpose, so it feels more feels
natural,
more human. Everything with regarding to project management in events, so internal organization processes, you can definitely use AI. I would even, so this is in PIRATex, especially, but in basically everything that I do. If somebody comes to me with something that and asking me, can you please check this? I would always, the first question is, did AI check this? But not as like a boss checking something, but more as an intern that also has another set of eyes on it to just go through and does this make sense? Do you see an error in there? Is there I don't know, a spelling mistake or something like that? So really very much an AI first view on the things. And I think that is super helpful, but that's maybe also for a whole other discussion.
Agreed.
AI at an event. So I was at this event yesterday and there was not a lot of AI there. There were companies talking about AI, but there was nothing that I really saw that was AI. I could imagine myself having certain experiences that are AI generated. Let's say you could put a 3D hologram of myself. You can project it somehow into this, there are these light boxes where you can put it in, and people could actually talk to me with my voice, with my gestures, and they could just ask me questions, and I could answer in all languages with my natural voice, and it would seem kind of natural. I could imagine those kind of gimmicks just as to make AI experiential, but AI as such, no. Maybe a drone show or something like that powered by AI could be interesting, but I don't really see.
So stay away from AI if you're organizing an event, right?
I'm not.
Stay
No,
clear of it.
I don't want that message to get that message across. AI has wonderful opportunities. It's just like a hammer and a saw. It's just tools. You can do bad things with it. You can do good things with it. You can build something. You can destroy something. So it's all what you want to do. So it's really up to you how you use these kind of tools. And I also think AIs are actually tools. It has a little bit more depth if we would go into that conversation. But in general, these are tools, and use them to prepare faster, communicate better, plan
Make it more
better.
polished.
Yes, make it so all of that you can really enhance people with AI. For the event itself, I don't see a lot of use cases right now where I can really help. And broadly, AI is not a good companion as of yet in the physical world. AI is a good companion in the digital world, but in the physical world, AI is not there yet. So when are we going to see the robots really coming? I think it's going to take some time still. They will be coming faster than quite a few people anticipate, but they will take longer than the optimists think.
Okay, because I was thinking that you could maybe have robots at the door to actually check the tickets and have people in. That could be a very normal standard use case.
True. The thing is, why would you need robots and not just a scanner? Right. So we're all thinking about doing this human-like kind of thing. If you really think this through, the scanner that you have at big fairs today, you're just scanning. You just go in through this thing. Nobody's standing there anymore. Those are robots. We just don't call them robots because they don't look like humans, right? But we have a lot of robots with us, around us. My vacuum cleaner is a robot, just cleans the house. Yeah. So these kinds of things.
All right, and yeah, maybe last topic of the day. Where do you see PIRATE Night going? Because this is the second time you organize it, and I remember that last year it was like something like a one-time thing, and I absolutely love that you're doing this because it's the closest to the old pirate experience that we used to have, and I'll do my best to be part of it. But yeah, just to maybe
you have
see
to be
your
there, obviously.
perspective. I'll be there.
Yeah. So I don't have plans with Pirate Night. There is no grand strategy. There was why am I doing this? Because there's a group from the Balkans that actually asked me and that said, "Hey, do you want to do it?"
Albania as
Because we
well.
would not yet, but we have to talk
Okay.
about it. Let's try. Maybe we can get a few people together. But they say we are exploring certain startup ecosystems and startup events because we want to learn and we want to see what the best of the best things we want to take, and we want to think about whether we can actually do something in the Balkans too.
Okay.
So that was something that got me thinking, and I said, yes, let me see what I can do. Then we have the Startup Open Air, which is on August 26th. It's another festival. It's 2,000 people coming. It's going to be cool. And I said, okay, maybe we can make it worthwhile for people to actually come here than if we do it next to that startup festival day. So Startup Open Air is on August 27th. Pirate Night will be on August 28th. And I'm actually thinking about maybe also to have a connection between people from the local startup ecosystem with people from internationally coming abroad.
That would be great.
On the 28th, to just have to bring 100, 200 people, I don't know, together to mingle, mix and mingle, and to just meet, to create something meaningful for the ecosystem, because that's why I do this whole thing. I want to promote or celebrate entrepreneurship. Actually, I want more people to consider becoming an entrepreneur. The best I think is if you look beyond your ecosystem, and if I can bring good people in and have them interact with local people here, I really think that this can be something valuable for many, and it can, if not immediate business, it can really open your mind to different ways of thinking, different ways of seeing the world. And I've seen that again and again, that the international crowd for a Pirate Summit has been extremely valuable for people to look beyond what they usually do. And that's also why people came to Pirate Summit, I think. And this is certainly something that it's very, very close to my heart to just enable that. But I would, to be honest, I would love to not have to do events anymore myself. In that regard, if other people would take over the torch, that would be tremendous. But if nobody does it, then I might just do it.
Yeah, well, Pirate Summit was just an amazing experience. So people definitely came for the connections and for whoever was there. But the whole experience itself, it was a festival. It was really a celebration of entrepreneurship. And definitely, I personally have had that. And I also know other people who've had that. You could really see what you could do, because you cannot push beyond your limits if you don't see through your limits. And these kind of events help you see through your limits. At Pirate Summit, for example, I remember very well that you could randomly meet investors, like very big people, and you just, with a coffee in your hand, you would just randomly meet them. And it was so casual, it was so natural, and it really felt that everything was possible. Because in other events, they have the suit and the tie. It's very hard to actually reach these people. So definitely, I think that's also one of the core strengths of what Pirate Summit was. And I believe that's also what you're building Pirate Night upon. That's great. I think we covered tons of topics. The whole AI thing was really good. I really liked it. I hope also other people found it valuable. I also hope that other people try to value more that human connection, that human longing that I think we're lacking very, very much. Thank you, Manuel. Thank you for yet another amazing episode with great insights.
Thanks. It was a pleasure, as always.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'll see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye-bye.